United with the same point on goals different, sitting behind the second position. Both of them are on 88 points and they have received their qualification to CAF Champions League already. Remo Stars is on 6 points in third position, and the beauty of it is Remo Stars will be meeting Bendel Insurance tomorrow. So anything can happen. Bendel Insurance is out of it entirely. They are not having anything to, they cannot go to the continent. Whether they win Remo, they cannot go to the continent. Whether they lose, they are not going anywhere. But Remo Stars has hope. If they win tomorrow, Remo Stars will be on 9 points. It shows that 1 or 2, that is if Eyimba and Rivers United defeat each other, one team among them will be dropped away from the CAF Champions League. You know, 2 teams are going to CAF Champions League, and 3 teams that are going for CAF competitions are set already. Eyimba, Rivers, and Remo Stars. That is, if Remo Stars consolidates it by winning tomorrow, if they can win Bendel Insurance tomorrow, they will be on 9 points, and that is the target that Kunle Shonami has given to his boys. That yes, we can still have a touch to the CAF Confederations Cup. He has told his coach Ogumodede to please do everything in his capacity. Don't forget, during the week, their proprietor Kunle Shonami resigned from the organizing committee, so he wants to enjoy the news if eventually they win, so that nobody will say it's because he's in the IMC, that is why his team made everything, the referees did everything to favor them to get to the continent. He has resigned. He's like every other person, spending his money on those boys. Now the IMC is left with Honorable Gbenga Elegbeleye, Davinsi Owumi, and Paul Bassi in that great committee, still trying to integrate more people. But sincerely, let us give it to the IMC across the Abridged League and even the Super 6. The Super 6 has been so wonderful. I give kudos to the referees. They have done wonderfully well, and we have seen different players coming out, and that has really helped our own Jose Pasiero inviting players from the Nigerian League into the national team. You know, they will be squaring out against Sao Tome and Principe and Sierra Leone precisely. They will be doing that. So they've drafted some new players into the squad, and let me inform you, 2 new goalkeepers have been called on. Ojo Olorunleke, yes, Ojo Olorunleke has been called to camp, and also Sochin has also been called to camp alongside with Adeleke Adeleye. Yes, Adeleye has been the champion outside the shores of Nigeria. Yeah, because there's no one called Maduka Okoye this time around on suspension is out, and Uzoho is on suspension. Maduka Okoye has also not returned back to the Super Eagles fold, and Jose Pasiero needs goalkeeper in that lineup. So a lot of them are new in that squad. But don't forget our regulars in the defense line. Kenneth Omero is there. Truth Ekong is there. Samuel Ajayi is there in that defense line. Choibulam is there in that defense line, and lots of them are there. And in the attacking line is loaded. Yes, I call it the loaded attack line. The guy that took his team away from relegation zone and gave them a Premier League standard. We're talking about the Afonja boy, the Ilorin boy that has visited almost every hospital in Ilorin since he returned back from the league, coming to enjoy his home in Kwara State. We're talking about Taiwo Awuni. He has always given back to his community, going from one hospital, paying for people's bills, and visiting the emir of Ilorin. He's been called to the camp, and we also have the ghost, the Italian giant leg. We call him the man that has the honor, this marksman called Victor, to the camp. Samuel Chukwueze is also there. Ahmed Musa is called into. Moses Simon, all are being called to the camp, and they will be resuming from this week ending. They will be resuming to camp, and you know the bumper that will give us. Ahmed Musa is still there to captain them, and we have Alexi will be also invited. Kelechi Iheanacho is also drafted back into the squad. So we have lots, and the Portuguese winner Sanusi has also been called to hold forth in that defense line. So you understand that Nigeria is loaded, and we are ready to qualify for the World Cup at all costs, and the qualifier, the CAF Champions League, at every point in time. So tomorrow, let's stroll out. Let's go and enjoy the Sunday bumper, where the Nigerian Premier League will be reaching its crescendo and be ending for 2022-2023 season Bendel Insurance, that picture is just a mouth-watering one. We have Lobby Stars and Sunshine Stars. Those ones are just there to celebrate the grass. They will be playing first. Lobby Stars versus Sunshine, they will be playing first, then coming with Bendel Insurance and Remo taking Bendel Insurance. Then Eyimba will also be taking Eyimba versus Rivers United. That's the Stanley Eguma led boys, and that is the match everybody has been talking about. Let's have a clips of what has some ideas of the fixtures for the Super 6. When we come back, we'll continue on this great show of Sports Hangout on your darling station. Break, and you can see once we get there, I will surely tell you what has happened over the week in the last team standing. But don't forget that the Nigerian Football Federation has postponed the final. They postponed the final between Rangers and Insurance final clash. We're talking about the FA Cup, the Nigerian FA Cup, the grand finale of this year's Nigerian Football Federation Cup competition, slated for the Stephen Keshi Stadium Asaba, has now been moved to Wednesday 21st of June 2023. A couple of days, the grand finale will still take place in Asaba, and we are determined to make a showpiece of the event. That's what the General Secretary of the Nigerian Football Federation said, Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, who said that yesterday, Friday, has announced the men's final between the 1978 champion Bendel Insurance of Benin. Yes, Bendel Insurance. Whether they are losing out of the league, they are in the final of the Federation's Cup. They are the 1978 champion, and they are coming back in a very long while. Don't the FC Robo Queens of Lagos in the final of the 2021 competition at the Samuel Stadium in Benin City in their last for the Federation in the first 45 minutes to draw level and defeat Kano Pillars on penalties in the 2018 men's final. Yes, I can't forget for the Rabiu Aliza side, after leading 3-0 in the first 45 minutes, hoping that it is all done. It is done and dusted. Rangers came from behind and won the day. Eventually they end up in playing the sport kick, and Rangers took the day. It was a painful one. 2018 can't be forgotten in a long while by Kano Pillars, who are they've already printed t-shirts. They were celebrating already. The Metiala boys, they were already celebrating. The Maisogida boys were hoping that they were the champion, but Rangers came from behind. So can Rangers repeat what they did in 2018? That is the fortress for them, Asaba. Stephen Keshi for them, and they've been hoping that yes, they will do better in this year's final. Yes, we hope, we wish them well, and we hope they would make that game an interesting one for Nigerians. And don't forget the Super Falcons. Yes, the rankings system in the FIFA ranking came out some days ago, and the Super Falcons went up a point. You know, they used to be 40 plus below. Now they are 40th on the log. Yes, the World Soccer ruling body FIFA has revealed the latest ranking in women's football few weeks to the kickoff of the 2023 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Specifically, the Global Women's Soccer Fiesta is scheduled between July 20 and August 20. Keep that in your diary. That's when the World Cup will be starting for the women. And you know, Nigeria's men could not go to the World Cup, but the women are there in Australia, New Zealand. The women's ranking are done every 3 months, and this month's ranking will be the last before the World Cup. Yes, it says running. Nigeria Super Falcons occupy the 40th position in the world and the top spot in Africa after securing champion South Africa is placed 54th in the world and second in Africa, while ranking is expected as going with confidence that we are 40th in the world and going into the World Cup. But looking at it, 40th for African team, that is not so good. The Champions League with Barcelona back to back, and that is not a good one. But we hope they will do justice and they will do better in the coming season, and they will up. And quickly before we go, like I told you earlier, that some home-based players have been invited to the national team camp by Jose Peseiro. Yes, 4 home-based players. Yes, 4 home-based players. Israeli goalie, others for AFCON qualifiers. Unlike what obtained in recent past, Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro has invited up to 4 home-based players ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers against the Leon Stars. Victor Sochima of Rivers United, yes, he will be on assignments tomorrow, and Ojo Olorunleke of Eyimba. Both goalkeepers will be facing each other tomorrow, and the two of them have already been invited into the national team to come and play for the green and white jersey. Then a defender, Chide Ebube Duru with Rivers United, who plays for Bendel Insurance of Benin. Yes, these are the 4 players that have been invited, and it's a good one. Francis Oyeka of Bradford is also in that camp. Wilfred Ndidi is also in that camp, so it's a good one for Divine Nwachukwu, who will be pairing with those experienced English players, and they'll be doing it well. Alex Wobi will be in that category as well, and you know that is going to give him more confidence when he comes into the league. The Portuguese tactician also invited the usual guys: Captain Ahmed Musa, defender William Zekong, midfielder Alex Wobi, and forward Moses Simon, among others, for next weekend's clash. Yes, it's next weekend, and we can't just wait. All of them will need to be in camp so that they can gel very well. Thank God, nothing at stake. The league is over. We are just talking about transfers, surprise transfers from here and there. But it's no longer transfers. It's no longer history. When the greatest player of all time have moved from PSG to Miami in USA, and the second best is in Saudi Arabia, and the UEFA Player of the Year. We're talking about UEFA Player of the Year, FIFA Player, Ballon d'Or. The holder of Ballon d'Or, Karim Benzema, has also terminated his contract with Real Madrid and has moved down to the Saudi side, Al Ittihad. He has signed 2 years contract with Al Ittihad. Even our own, the man everybody has been celebrating, N'Golo Kante of Chelsea, has also moved in that direction with Karim Benzema joining him at Al Ittihad. Yes, we have superstars in the Saudi league. Now that league, N'Golo Kante, Karim Benzema, our own Ighalo is also the highest goal scorer in that league, and you know what that means. That's a great competition that will be going round. And we say congratulations to all those players that did not wait till that minute before they start moving. Like I told you, the registration ended. You will be seeing the backstage of the trials in Ogun State last week, and that was so interesting. I was there live, I watched it, and I can tell you that all the players picked by the scouts and the winner of that meetings, they are fantastic players. Ogun State now have a representative. They have representative in those players. Ravens FC won Bellers in the final on penalties, and there's one goalkeeper that really surprised the whole world. We call him Nathaniel Francis. Nathaniel Francis really shone everybody, caught penalties, but his side could not convert their own goals, and they gave it the screening in Ogun State, where you have Ginodab and Trillers FC. They are the one on red, and Dinogab on green. The wonderful game. The young lads really proved themselves, and in the final it was Raven who won the day. And the Scouts picked their players, merging them together. Ogun State has a formidable player to represent Ogun State. We hope when they will be getting into the house in September, they will be doing themselves good by winning the overall stay in the house, and you know how that will look like. It's going to look like a big brother football. We call it a big brother football, not a big brother Nigeria. Daniel Amokachi, Peter Side, and all this will sum up on those players that will eventually move into the final team standing. But the beauty of it is these players at the grassroots level now have what we call the players profiling. Yes, a lot of people did not take it serious when they were telling them that they should pay a token of 2,500. Now they are calling, but it is late for the Ogun team. Those that did not pay for the players profiling, they will see that on the website right now. When scouts started talking to one or two, they cannot have their players profile. They'll be spending nothing less. Good news, Lagos is the next stop for the team of the last team standing, and the date is set 19 and 20th of June. Yes, 19 and 20th of June. Yes, and also giving us security for the day. Over 400 teams have registered. This team has been so wonderful.